Good day, this 198th day, Meaningful Moments, 365 days. Driving in the car today, a commercial comes on, and the commercial is, promoting something and talking about how we need to avoid stress. Avoid the stress of whatever the situation was and buy that product, and, all of a sudden things would be alleviated somehow. And I thought, well, that's just like waving a wand, and then everything goes away. And I thought, do we really want to avoid stress? I know that it's not a comfortable feeling. I know that it's important that we can identify when we're feeling stress so that we can actually begin to, work with it in some way. And of course, there's all kinds of how to handle stress, managing it, avoiding it. My personal philosophy is never to avoid anything. I've always been kind of a go through it kind of person, but respecting where everyone is at and how everyone perceives that. And I think that's just what it comes down to, and that's what hit me in that meaningful moment. For instance, there's all kinds of quotes out there and even spiritual quotes that talk about, if there's something negative, move away from it, walk away from it. But, there's life situations, there's different relationships that sometimes you're not quite able to walk away from. Familial ties, whether it's your own children, your parents, your siblings, your spouses, you can walk away from everything. You do have that choice. But do you want to walk away from everything? There's such a powerful piece to take something, and that's for each and every individual to decide for themselves, but to be able to take something and, in that place of negativity, transform it and bring something positive out of it. Same premise of taking something dark and bringing it into the light. And just how much more it's amplified by doing that, how much personal power is gained from that. And it goes back to that piece that I mentioned just a few seconds ago, which is that perception. Everybody has different levels of tolerances, and then there's the other dimension of acceptance, and then there's the other place of, to what degree, because everybody is, deciding what feels negative to them. Some people might view, something that another person would think that's no big deal, and another person might be like, that's horrible. That's just the way it is. So we have to be discerning for ourselves. But then to be able to really mulch with those pieces in ourself that feel that tension, feel that contraction of breath, and how to bring in the flow again. And I was just at the farmer's market talking about that with the person today, because we were talking about greens and how beautiful sprouts they grow and bring to the market each week. And it's all wonderful. That's on the physical level. The other part is that, we're multidimensional, so we're connected to our body in so many levels, and each part of our body is connected with one another, so you can't just isolate one thing and be like, that's good for the digestive system, or that's good for your brain, or that's good for muscle building, or whatever it might be. There's everything is together, everything is interconnected, and so are we. So next time you're thinking about avoiding it or controlling and managing it, think about that piece of how we're all interconnected, how there is no real avoidance of anything. It's all connected to us, and life has a way of letting us know that. And so in this meaningful moment, feeling that that satisfaction that comes with a recognition and knowing that I am able to do whatever I set to do, and that I am able to direct and focus my energy any way I want. And that's a pretty powerful way to live each and every day, and then be able to meet every circumstance that comes your way. And no one said it's easy. It takes practice. But you can do it. I can do it. Any one of us can do it. And that's the blessing. Aho.